If you're looking for cheap and instant Madden Ultimate Team coins, head on over to MikeCoinBank.com and use the discount code RBT for 10% off. And if you're looking for packs actually worth opening, check out MaddenMascot.com and use code RBT for 10% off. Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is Samuel Brown, aka RBT, coming at you with another episode of the Cleveland Browns Madden 17 Connected Franchise Series. This is going to be the most important episode so far, as you guys spoke very clearly on who you want to be the quarterback of the future for this Cleveland Browns franchise. And hopefully, this will be the savior for the Cleveland Browns franchise that they have been looking for like forever, it seems like. So hopefully, this is going to be the difference maker for this Browns franchise, and hopefully we can get a Super Bowl as early as this season. I want to say, guys, before anybody gets mad at the quarterback that we're going to be going after, remember, this was your decision, and this quarterback won by roughly 1,000 votes, so that's pretty clear. And of course, I have to go with the majority vote, and hopefully it's not going to be an insane deal to where we have to trade away way too much to get this quarterback. I don't think it should be, but we're going to have to see. So if you guys do enjoy today's episode, let me know by smashing the like button. If we can hit 3,000 likes on today's episode, guys, that would be absolutely amazing. So with that said, guys, let's jump right into this and hope to God we can get this quarterback rather easily. So this poll had a ton of votes. We had 5,202 votes at the time I am recording this, and this quarterback won with 44% of the vote with 2,271 votes. The second most came in with 28%. Like I said, you guys spoke very clear on the quarterback you want me to get, and that's going to be Tyrod Taylor. And I'm not gonna lie, this was my own personal favorite selection. I mean, he's just going to be a fun quarterback to play with, but the only thing, I didn't know this going into making the straw poll, and he was going to be there regardless, but I didn't know he was an 11.3 million cap hit, which is massive. That is freaking massive. For an 80 overall quarterback, I know he's going to be fun to play with, but 11 million is a lot, and that's going to bring us down to like 5 million, depending on what we trade away, but we're going to have to see what it's going to take to bring in Tyrod Taylor. So hopefully you guys are happy with the decision. At least half of you are, pretty much, according to the straw poll out of 5,000 votes. So it's just all going to depend on what the Bills want in return. And crazy enough, one of the Bills' top need is quarterback. So, like, could we do a straight-up swap Jimmy Garoppolo for Tyrod Taylor? And I also want to say for the straw poll, let me bring it back up really quick. Dak Prescott came in second with 28% of the vote. He had 1,463 votes. Jimmy Garoppolo had 821 votes with 16% of the total vote, and Tony Romo only had 647 votes, which was 12% of the poll. I was actually kind of surprised Tony Romo came in dead last, but like, it's crazy how split some of you guys are. I know the top rated comment on the last video, I think I had 300 thumbs up, and this kind of stuff just, I'm not even gonna lie, aggravates me, but I mean, that's what happens as a YouTuber sometimes. The top rated comment said, if you get Dak Prescott, I'm unsubscribing. And that's just freaking, I think that's honestly stupid. Like, I no offense to whoever commented that, but that's just freaking stupid. Like, this is a series, and I let you guys run the series, so if you would have unsubscribed from the channel because of a move that I was going to make if you guys voted for it, that's just, like, go somewhere else. Go somewhere else, man. Like, ugh, things like that get on my nerves. But anyways, let's not dwell on the past and try to see if we can get this deal to go through. What about, they're not interested in Jimmy G, although they do need a quarterback. Let's just see if they'll accept this straight up. That'd be funny. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's going to be in the red. So I wonder what it's going to actually take to get Tyrod Taylor. What type of draft picks do we have that we could potentially trade away? And we have, I'm not trading away this year's first, maybe a fourth. How about a fourth round draft pick? I just want to see how close it is. Probably not even out of the red, and it's of course not out of the red. And I know 821 people did want me to keep Jimmy Garoppolo, but if I kept Jimmy Garoppolo, like, that would just be a complete waste of like a roster spot and of talent when we could potentially get a good draft pick back in return from another team that needs him. So we're going to go through. The Broncos right away are interested in Jimmy Garoppolo, and why don't we just go ahead and try to offer or get something in return for Jimmy Garoppolo from the Broncos. Let's just see if they're willing to give up a first round draft pick. Probably not. I'd be very surprised. Oh my God, that's actually very, very freaking close. So we could probably add in some bull crap. Like, let's add it. Who can we potentially add into this deal that we do not need to bring in a first-round draft pick for Jimmy Garoppolo? I really did not think that was going to happen. Let's throw in one of the 7th-round draft picks for next year and see if that's enough to make this deal go through. And it's actually pretty close. So actually, I'm going to throw in 2 7th-round draft picks for next year. So Jimmy Garoppolo, 2 7th-round draft picks for next year. For the Broncos' first-round draft pick that we're going to try trading away to get Tyrod Taylor. And this deal was accepted. So Jimmy Garoppolo goes to the Denver Broncos. Pretty interesting right there. But now I actually have to back all the way out because for some reason if you stayed in there, like the draft pick was not going to show up. So I have to back out for it to show up. But we're going to go to the Bills and offer them that draft pick that we just received from the Broncos and see if that's enough to bring Tyrod Taylor over from the Bills. Hopefully, I have no idea if this is going to work or not. So with that being the case, as always, guys, I'm just going to throw in this 5th-round draft pick and to see if we can get that as well as Tyrod Taylor, and that's not even close. Like the 1st-round draft pick alone might not bring this trade in the green, and it's still in the orange. This is going to be so much harder than I thought it was going to be. So what can we trade away? This is where things get interesting, guys. This is where things get very interesting. They're not interested in this Dawson guy either. And it's, oh, dude, is this even going to work? Is this even going to work? You know what, guys? I'm not too opposed to trading away next year's 1st-round draft pick to get Tyrod Taylor because it is a very high value pick because we are projected to receive the #1 overall pick, but that's just because what we were projected to do in the regular season. So that pick actually has a very high amount of value as of right now. So it's probably going to lose value, so why not get the most out of it right now? So this year's 1st-round draft pick we just got from the Broncos and next year's 1st-round draft pick for, you know, a franchise quarterback potentially. So I guess that's a pretty fair trade, I would say. And it's not even in the green, dude. This is going to be so difficult to get Tyrod Taylor. Like, they're genuinely not interested in any of the players I have on my team that I'm willing to trade away. Like, so all I have to offer is draft picks, dude. I've got to find a way to make this happen. I've just got to. So, fellas, I'll work some magic and get a 3rd-round draft pick for this year. I traded away a ton of my picks. No point showing you that. But we're offering a 1st-rounder for this year, a 3rd-rounder for this year, and my 1st overall pick next year. And see if this is even in the green. It's not even in the green yet. So, you know what? I have an idea. So, the Bills, they need a quarterback, right? That's one of their top team needs. So if I finesse them into giving them a quarterback and dropping that quarterback need out of their top 5, maybe it'll be easier to get Tyrod Taylor. Maybe that's why it's so difficult to get him. See, I'm having to be smart here. So I would not mind trading away Josh McCown, just dump his salary off because we don't need him anymore for any reason whatsoever. Just get whatever, let's try to get whatever draft pick I can possibly get from the Bills. And we're probably not going to get anything I really wish they were interested in him. I already checked, like no team is interested in Josh McCown. And let's see if we can get a 5th-round draft pick for him. I mean, you need a quarterback, don't you? God dang it. Maybe a 6th-round draft pick. I got to get some draft picks back because I'm like losing all my draft picks through these trades. And we do get a 6th-round draft pick. So let's see if we back out and the Bills' top need, or one of the top needs, is still quarterback since we just traded them, Josh McCown. Hopefully it's not, because if it still is, it's going to still be very hard to get Tyrod Taylor. And quarterback is still one of their top needs. That didn't work. God dang it, it didn't work. So did that change it whatsoever? No. So after this trade, I literally have 2 draft picks left for 2017, but this is just what it takes sometimes. Please let this go through. I can't trade away anything more, man. A 1st-round draft pick for this year, a 2nd-round draft pick for this year, and a 1st-round draft pick for next year for Tyrod Taylor. Please, Buffalo, accept this. It didn't even hardly go up. This is so difficult. It's not even funny. I am 100% about to finesse the Bills. You know, Buffalo, you want to keep, adding some quarterbacks to your roster to, make it a little bit more competitive in the quarterback battle since you need so many quarterbacks. I'll trade you Matt Barkley for literally nothing. I'll take a 5th-round draft pick for him. Go ahead and give me that 5th-round draft pick. Now, is quarterback still one of your top needs? I really hope to God it's not. It still is. You got 4 quarterbacks, dude. What you need 4 quarterbacks for? It looks like the Bills keep cutting a quarterback after I trade them a quarterback. So that's why it's still one of their team needs. So we just got another 1st-round draft pick for this year from the Chargers. Traded away my backup right tackle, this year's 2nd, next year's 1st. I am literally trying my absolute hardest to do what you guys want. I know Tyrod Taylor's talented and all, but come on, Buffalo. You don't have freaking Tom Brady on your team, dude. 2 1st-round draft picks for this year. And it's in the yellow. I gotta keep one of my 1st-round draft picks. So the 14th overall pick instead of the 26th. And it's still in the yellow. What does it take to get a quarterback around here? Like, this is freaking crazy. That didn't even go up at all. I did not expect this to go through straight up. So, we just traded Kyshon Jarrett to the Buccaneers for Brent Grimes. The reason I did this is because the Bills need a cornerback, and there's no cornerbacks that I want to trade away. This, I probably should have got a draft pick out of this too. I had no idea 75 was going to be traded for an 85. So now, if the Buccaneers, or the Bills rather, are not interested in Brent Grimes, I am absolutely screwed. Like 150% screwed. Like, I pray, dude. I absolutely pray that the Bills are interested in him. They're not interested in him! He's a cornerback! Dude, he's an 85 overall cornerback! This is the hardest trade I've ever attempted to complete in my life. Now the Buccaneers are interested in bringing Brent Grimes right back. Like, this is freaking stupid. So now I'm going to try 3 first-round draft picks for Tyrod Taylor. And now if this doesn't go through, I don't know what to say. 3 first-round draft picks for an 80 overall quarterback that cost $11 million. It was not accepted. Are you actually kidding me? I'm throwing in the 14th pick. Maybe that will make things a little bit better. Oh my god. What else can a man do? I am absolutely trying my greatest to make this deal go through, and the Bills are being so effing stingy. This is my last hope. This is my last hope. If the Bills are not interested in him, I'm going to be irate. Thank the Lord. Thank the absolute Lord that they're interested. If this will go through straight up, this will make my life so much easier. And it's in the... what just... God, dude, this is just insane how difficult this is. Absolutely insane. I think this might actually go through, though. Please. Just make my life easy for once. Please, Bills, accept this. Finally! Oh my god! I've been recording for 31 minutes to get this trade to go through. I've completely cleared my team out of draft picks for like the next 700 years to make this deal go through. So I hope to God you guys are happy with that deal, because I just went above and beyond to make it go through, since like almost 50% of you wanted me to get Tyrod Taylor. So hopefully you guys are happy with that. I need to go sign some free agents now because half my team's gone. We need a backup right tackle, so why not go ahead and grab... You know what? Let's grab this guy, Tacoby Cofield. He's 24 years old and 71 overall, so he could develop into a decent player. He is normal development, so that's not awful. Go ahead and sign him because, like I said, we need a backup right tackle now. We also need a backup right outside linebacker, so now let's just look for whoever's best available. Do we go with Brian Schofield or do we go with Kasim Green? Actually, let's go for this guy. A little bit more athletic, and he's a rookie. 23 years old. Devondre Campbell out of Minnesota on the practice squad of the Falcons. He's 85 speed, so very athletic. Only $1.31 million. We need another outside linebacker for depth purposes. We're going to go ahead and sign him to the team. And last position we do need to get now, since we traded away Kyshon Jarrett, we're going to get a free safety. And who should we go after? Let's go Sergio Brown, Kenny Phillips, Craig Dahl. Let's go for, I like this guy's name, Banjo. A 77 speed free safety, Zeke Mata. Actually had him in my Titans franchise. Didn't know he was that slow. Chris Banjo or Brandon Ross. You know what? Chris Banjo's 26 years old. Not bad for depth. And I like his last name. And another comment that had a lot of thumbs up was for me to change Landon Collins' number back to 21. And for me to do this, I had to change Ezekiel Elliott's number, which is 21 in the NFL, but what I did was change Ezekiel Elliott's number to 15, which was what he was in college at Ohio State. So that's how I went about this. So this is something that I do need to address moving forward for this series, especially implementing the trades and everything from the top comments. So I had a subscriber kind of aggravated with me last episode because I did not use his trade and did not feature his comment that had like 300 something thumbs up. And the reason I didn't use his comment was because his comment he listed literally like 30 players in the NFL, and like, how's that fair? Because somebody's gonna see one of those names on that comment and like vote it up because they want that particular player, but like, it's one of 30 comments. The comment wasn't even gonna fit on the screen. So, and then he comes back at me and told me that like I used some other comments and some other suggestions that had multiple players and picked a player, but like his had 30. So from now on, to avoid that, because if I would have used this comment, the rest of the freaking comments for the rest of the series would have been like 20 players because everybody wants their comment to be featured in the series. So from now on, like, don't suggest more than like 3 players, and if there's a comment that gets a lot of thumbs up with more than 3 or 4 players suggested, I'm not going to use it to avoid that from happening ever again, because that was just pretty freaking aggravating. So, in that being the case, this is going to be the last comment I ever use that has more than 4 suggestions in the comment. With 130 thumbs up, we're going to be going after the fullback for the Green Bay Packers, and that is Aaron Rukowski. He's an 85 overall, and the only reason I'm trying this is because I think the reason our run game's been kind of lacking is because we don't have an actual solid fullback on the roster. And I think, I'm not sure, I could be completely wrong, I think you can get a fullback for pretty much freaking nothing. That's the only way this deal's going to go through, is if it doesn't take a lot, because I've pretty much traded everything away up to this point, so I'm not going to go above and beyond and get a fullback, but I am going to at least attempt it. But like, I genuinely don't know, it might take a lot more than what I think it does. So what I'm going to start off with is just a draft pick and see like how close it is for like, see, look at that, I didn't actually notice that. I actually only have 2 draft picks left. That is awful. Look what you guys have done to me. 2 draft picks, a first round draft pick for this year, and a 6th round draft pick for next year. So why not just throw that in and see how close this is? It's still in the red. That's freaking crazy. That is absolutely freaking crazy. Xavier Cooper, I don't need him on the team anymore. It's actually in the green, so this might actually happen, guys. And since they actually need a cornerback, I have a couple cornerbacks that I don't actually need, like a Josh Shaw, I believe. So let's go and attempt to throw in, let's go with Jaron Hosley first and see what the Packers say for this deal. And it's in the green, so why not throw in Josh Shaw since he's a little bit younger and see if they accept this deal. And it's still in the green. I'm not going to trade Bradley Roby since that was the player that we traded away for in the series, so why don't I just freaking go ahead and throw in that 6th round draft pick? Like, what's one 6th round draft pick for next year going to do? Pretty much nothing. So let's just throw this in and get ourselves a fullback, and there it goes. We get a freaking amazing fullback in the team for pretty much nothing. We didn't need that extra cornerback, so at least now we have a solid blocking fullback. So that's going to do it for the beginning portion of the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. I know that was a little crazy, and I know I traded away too much to get Tyrod Taylor, but I just had to do it because that's what you guys wanted for the series. So I apologize that we had to like pretty much ruin the draft picks, but I'm keeping at least 1 first round draft pick so the draft isn't just stupid for you guys to watch when we get into the offseason for this series. So we are going to jump into this game against the Washington Redskins. They are 3-0, so having a pretty good season. Probably going to be a lot tougher of a game than it was last week against the Dolphins when we absolutely blew them out. But guys, if you still want to, be sure to leave your trade suggestions in the comment section below. I'm still going to attempt like 1 or 2 per episode, the ones that are most thumbed up. But like, it's going to be difficult because there's like nothing I can trade away from now on. But like, I'm still going to like try to work some magic. But you guys just have to understand, like, there's not much I can trade away for the rest of the series. But I'm still going to attempt some things, but we'll have to see how that goes. But with that said, guys, we are about to jump into this game against the Redskins. Hopefully get a win in Tyrod Taylor's debut as a Cleveland Brown. This is going to be Tyrod Taylor's first pass attempt as a Cleveland Brown. The era has begun, boys. It has begun. This might be a touchdown. Are you actually, get up. This is dumb. That is the dumbest start to a game I've ever seen in my life. 2nd down and 15. The post route's going to be open. Nice throw. Allen Hurns, 1st down. I'm liking this Terrell matchup on the outside. I'm not sure if that's Josh Norman covering him, but Terrell Pryor, one-on-one. We're going to chunk this up to our big man, and he's going to get... They hit him right in the effing hands. Tyrod Taylor's going to scramble. A is wide open. Throw on the run. That's going to be Bennett with the reception. This time actually runs up the field. He's just so slow due to big threat, but very slow, but still a nice play down to the 10. 3rd down and goal. Let's convert this for a touchdown and not have to settle for the 3 points. Corey Coleman is going to be open at the last second. Overthrow from Tyrod Taylor. God dang it. God dang it. We have to settle for the field goal. And you know what? Jimmy Garoppolo would have made that throw. Just kidding. Don't get mad at me, please. Redskins have the ball on their first drive on offense. And I just saw Kirk Cousins has thrown 8 touchdown passes to 0 interceptions this year. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Charles Sims to the house. What just happened? That was very unexpected. 73-yard touchdown run from Charles Sims. Scramble Tyrod to the outside. Just wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. There he is, boys. There he is. Terrell Pryor. If he would have led him a little bit more upfield, that could have been a touchdown, but still, not complaining. Guaranteed. Zeke gets absolutely nothing right here. Absolutely nothing. I need to start saying that more often. 3rd and 4. Gotta pick this up, boys. Got to. Wait. Corey Coleman open. Why did he dive? Gotta remember, though, I just traded for a very talented fullback, Ripkowski. Gonna hand it off to him up the middle, and that is gonna be enough for the first down. Derrick Henry has a hot hand right now. Big hole up the middle. That's like our best run of the game so far. This is the first time I've actually felt confident running the football, and this is with Derrick Henry in the backfield. Ripkowski with another nice block. Derrick Henry with 5. 3rd and 10, really don't want to settle for another field goal. I believe in Bennett one-on-one. He's a big target. Can he make this reception? And he does! Martellus Bennett comes down with it. The big man for the touchdown as we do take the lead 10-7 over the Washington Redskins as Tyrod Taylor completes his first touchdown pass as a Cleveland Brown. 2nd and 9, the Redskins are moving the football. Of course, if they keep throwing underneath routes, so Jordan Reed this time, very talented tight end, gets the first down to the 35. You know what? I'm taking the chance. I'm bringing pressure, trying to knock them out of field goal range. Come on, boys. There we go. Jamie Collins with the sack. That's going to be an extremely long field goal. They're actually going to punt the football. And this is freaking crazy because the computer usually kicks a field goal from this distance, but I'll take it. Thank God I freaking brought pressure. RB. Oh, no, that's not a fumble. No. Not this kind of crap again, dude. No freaking way. I had a wide receiver right down the freaking seam. That was my running back. That was about to get like a 50-yard gain. Was he not throwing the football? 3rd and 16. We're going to need a huge play right here to pick up this 3rd down. Oh, the post pattern. Terrell Pryor. Does he have the speed? He's going to split the 2 safeties and get into the end zone. What a turn of events as we regain the lead. 17-14 over the Washington Redskins. Nice job, though, for my offensive line to allow enough time for Terrell Pryor to develop that route. Big play, and he has enough speed. I mean, he is a freaking big threat at wide receiver, but at least he had enough speed to split the safeties right there and get the huge touchdown. 3rd and 11. They're running the football. Can we make this open field? Oh, my God. He just absolutely juked Joe Hayden out of his shoes, but it's going to be a 4th and inches, and with it being the computer, they're going to punt. Thank God. This is our longest run of the year. Touchdown, first play. Derrick Henry has brought the running game back to Cleveland. By far, that might have been like the most rushing yards a running back for us has got this season in a whole entire game from just one run. 69 yards to the house. The Redskins trying to get some points before the half. They're already at the 40. They're freaking feeding Charles Sims out of the backfield every single play. Oh, that was my zone, I believe. Oh, man. At least keep them out of the end zone. 15 seconds to go. I've never seen a computer kick a field goal with 15 seconds remaining in the half. Which I guess is smart for them because, I mean, they could potentially, like, get down in the middle of the field and lose all the time on the clock. Oh, this is a play-action pass. I'm using the wrong person. But we're going to sack. That's a fumble. Pick it up. Somebody pick it up. That's a touchdown, isn't it? Somebody get there. No way they picked it up. I'm irate. I am actually irate. It's Phil Dawson that caused the sack. Getting some playing time in this one. They went to the... That's another fumble. 2 straight caused fumbles. If we don't pick this up, I was about to lose it. Absolutely lose it. But finally, we pick up the second fumble. We have a ton of space to run the football, but what do we do here? Back of the end zone. B's going to be open. Alan Hearns, for some reason, came out of the end zone, but still a catch down to the 3. I'm forcing it to Zeke, man. Going to force it to him. See if he can get into the end zone. Going to cut it outside. That's going to be a touchdown for Ezekiel Elliott. Not having a good game in terms of rushing yards, but at least gets to the outside. Scores a touchdown. Oh, God. He's going to throw it over the middle. That's going to be a touchdown to Deshaun Jackson. Too fast for Joe Hayden to catch him. I brought pressure. Thought I was going to get to him on the play action as the Redskins strike right back, and they're not going away. It's still a one-possession game now, pending the extra point. For some reason, I have a really good feeling about this run. Ripkowski with the block. Ezekiel Elliott finally finding a way to get some yards. 3rd down and 8. Don't want to give the ball right back to the Redskins to have a chance to tie this game up. Going to fit it in right there. Corey Coleman's going to hang on for the first down. Nice throw from Tyrod Taylor. Fit it in the little hole. That's what she said. Beat him off the line. Come on, man. That's going to be a touchdown to Alan Hearns. Great throw from Tyrod Taylor for a second touchdown pass as a Brown. Allen Hurns 43 yards to the end zone as we strike right back to make it a 14-point game once again. Here we go, fellas. 3rd down and 3. Let's play some tight coverage. Yes, the underneath routes, we're going to have Jamie Collins, who gets pressure, forces a sack, his 2nd sack of the game, having a pretty freaking huge game. Zeke has a ton of space to the outside. If he can get past this one defender, and he can't, that could have been a touchdown, but at least I'm just happy seeing some life from Zeke. Oh, man, this is going to be a big play. Corey Coleman with so much space. Zeke once again going to bounce this to the outside. There's so much space. The safety was drawn in. That's another big run to Zeke as he finally eclipses 50 yards for what is probably his first time this season. Zeke right up the middle. For some reason, this formation is really working when it comes to running the football. Same exact play, back-to-back. Zeke right up the middle as we score another touchdown, as we score 40 points for 2 consecutive weeks. 45 points to be exact if we do make this extra point. As we're going to definitely get this win over the Redskins. And most importantly, dude, we're going to get the freaking extra point blocked. And they're going to pick it up and bring it back for 2 points. This game is freaking crazy. Is Robert Griffin going to catch him? And he is. They're not going to bring it back for 2 points, but this game is freaking crazy. Christian Kirksey was injured on the previous play, so that's not good. Don't know the severity of it just yet, but 4th down and 1, though. Can't worry about that right now. Going to bring pressure, and just like that, Anza is in the backfield in like a cunt second, as that is going to be a 4th down stop. Derrick Henry, of course, he was going to run over that fella. This Derrick Henry dude is unstoppable. For like a 79 overall running back, he breaks so many tackles, as that is 2 consecutive games where we score over 50 points. 2nd down and goal. They're trying to get a cheap touchdown before the game is over. They're going to throw it to the running back. No, we're going to get another sack. That's Ogba with like, what, the 5th sack this game by my defense as they're running hurry up while they're down by a lot of points with only 10 seconds left to go. They're actually going to spike the football like that's going to do something productive for them. Actually, they're not spiking the football. I apologize, Redskins fans. I definitely apologize, but there's no way as that. Are you actually eating me out? How in God's earth? Well, boys, that is going to do it as we get the win 51-31 over the 3-0 Redskins. Most important thing from this game is the fact that our running game finally came back to life, or didn't come back to life, came to life for the first time this season, and that made our offense so much more deadly in this game. And Tyrod Taylor played pretty much, aside from one throw early on in the game, played pretty much perfect. Couldn't ask for much better from him, so I think you guys made the right choice, and if this game is any indication, he could be the quarterback to turn this franchise around. Looking at the final stats for this game, Tyrod Taylor, 11 of 17, 278 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Kirk Cousins didn't have a bad game, 16 of 21, 206 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He actually has 10 touchdowns now on the season to no interceptions. Now, running the football, we had Derrick Henry lead in this game, 10 carries, 145 yards, 2 touchdowns. Charles Sims had a very good game. That's one thing that does kind of worry me. Running backs we played in this episode and last episode pretty much went off on us, and we couldn't stop them, whether it be on the ground or through the air. So that could actually hurt us moving forward, but at least we still get the win. Ezekiel Elliott finally had a decent game, 14 carries, 72 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Now, receiving-wise, as I said, he was their leading receiver, 45 yards, 5 receptions. Leading receiver in total in this game, though, was Terrell Pryor, who broke 100 yards, 101 for a touchdown. Martellus Bennett had a touchdown as well, 3 for 76. Deshaun Jackson had 2 touchdowns for the Redskins. Allen Hurns, 3 for 65. And then you had Corey Coleman pick up 3 for 36. Now I want to see how many sacks we had total in this one. First, who led in tackles? Will Compton did. Jamie Collins had 9 tackles. Landon Collins had 8. And Christian Kirksey had 7. And we have to see the extent of his injury. Now, in terms of sacks, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total sacks. So, guys, that is going to do it for today's episode of the Cleveland Browns Madden 17 Connected Franchise Series. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy, and if you did, make sure to drop a like. If we could smash 3,000 likes on today's episode, guys, that would be absolutely amazing. Next week, we're going to have our toughest game so far, as we're going to be taking on the 3-1 New England Patriots as Tom Brady returns from his suspension. So that's going to be a pretty great game, as we are 4-0 on the year, but the Patriots, of course, are going to be a tough match, especially with Tom Brady coming back at the quarterback position. So like I said, hopefully you guys did enjoy. Make sure in the comment section below to leave your suggestions for trades to try out in next episode. Like I said, it's going to be almost impossible to make trades go through moving forward, but at least I'm going to attempt them for you guys. But with that said, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.